2012, Simone Biles was too young to compete in the Olympic Games in London. But boy, have things changed since then.
They certainly have. Simone has essentially ruled the gymnastics world. No one will ever forget her explosive performance in Rio at the Summer Games. 5 gold, 5 medals, 4 of them gold.
Unbelievable.
Let's just live here and
I
watch
know.
her fly.
You were there for it. You watched it in person. Wow. Oh, my gosh. Stop it, Simone. That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Okay, but the road to the top wasn't always smooth, as she writes about in her new book, Courage to Soar. Congratulations.
Beautiful title, too, Simone, for that. Why do you think that title fits your life?
Because most people would say I am like soaring through the air when I'm doing gymnastics, and it does take courage to do what we do because we have to dedicate our lives to gymnastics, to the sport at a very young age.
Yeah. I think a lot of people will look at you and say, boy, she probably had a charmed life. She went to all the top everything. She never had any hiccups. She just took off. But I think the encouraging
different story
the encouraging thing for kids reading, they'll see that you had your share of hiccups from when you were just a little girl.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit.
I was adopted at a very young age because my biological mom had a couple problems. So me and my sister and other siblings were put in a foster home, and then we got adopted by my grandparents, which are now my parents, and they are the absolute best.
Can we just point out one of the absolute best happens to be standing right there?
She's
Can we get a shot
precious.
of Nellie right here, you guys? That's Nellie. Hi. By the way, watching your mom and your sister and your family watching you, I felt like they were
You're torn, aren't you? What to watch?
I'm like, what's better, watching Simone get a 10 or watching her family react? How important have they been in your climb?
They've been one of the most supportive family ever, because not only do I have to sacrifice so much, my parents and my sister and my siblings, they've had to sacrifice just as much, and I don't think people realize that because I'm the only one that goes out to compete. But
you get the medals.
Yes, yes. But my sister has to miss school sometimes if she wanted to come, or my parents had to miss work and luggage me to meets and everything, carry my stuff. My dad always carried my bag through the airport.
He did?
It was too big for me.
That's love. Everything's too big for you. It had to be incredible pressure, because there were times when sports writers were writing about how great you were, and the story was done before you competed. And they would say to you, hey, look, you better do well, because I've already written my story.
Don't make me rewrite it.
Yeah, how did you deal with that's a lot of pressure for a kid, for anybody.
Yes, it was a lot of pressure, especially us being so young in the sport that we do. It is hard because everyone labels, before the Olympics even started, they were already saying 5 gold medals, and I was like, we haven't even started. How could you put that much pressure on a 19-year-old? But they did, but I just kind of ignore it. I'm a pretty stubborn person, so it helps me, so I just ignore it.
And people give you great advice along the way. Tell us some of the things that people told you that you could now pass on to others.
They always would tell me to embrace the moment, because it goes by so fast, which it did in the blink of an eye. It was all over and done. And then just go out there and have fun, because it's only a once-in-a-lifetime thing.
And that's what, by the way, that's one of the awesome things about you. You are interacting with the crowd. I was always trying to make eye contact with you when I was in the audience, hey.
You were feeding off of it, you know?
I know what I got. What did you get from the crowd, looking at you that way?
I got a lot of energy, good feedback, screaming. So it obviously helps with our adrenaline. We feel like we could just keep doing routines over and over again. But it's always exciting whenever they engage with us.
People should buy this book. If you have young kids who are wondering, could I ever make it to the top of something? Here's living proof that it happens, sitting right here with us.
You've only just begun,
Yes,
sweetie.
you have.
We can't wait to see what the next chapter is for you. Thanks for being with
Simone.
us.
Thanks, Nellie.
Thank you.
Oh,
congratulations, you raised a spectacular daughter.
Yes, you did.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.